What's going on, Aurora Alliance, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. In this video we're going to be discussing whether or not Fulcrum is the announcer voice for the Rebel Alliance in Star Wars Battlefront 2's new game mode, Starfighter Assault. But before we get fully into this video, let me know down in the comment section below what you think if you have heard the two voices already, and make sure to smash a like on this video if you do enjoy it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to join the Aurora Alliance and be kept up to date with all Battlefront 2 content. But on to the main topic of this video. Is Fulcrum in Star Wars Battlefront 2, or is it just an Easter egg made to sound like Fulcrum rather than it actually being Fulcrum himself? Now, as we all know, the first Fulcrum in Star Wars Rebels was actually Ahsoka. Then when Ahsoka took on Darth Vader and then became a bigger part of the show, the Fulcrum role was taken on by Agent Kallus. Now in Battlefront 2, if I was going to have to choose between the Ahsoka Fulcrum and the Agent Kallus Fulcrum to who this announcer voice is, I'd definitely go with the Agent Kallus Fulcrum. The voice definitely sounds more manly and is a lot deeper than the Ahsoka Fulcrum voice was. I'm going to play you two clips. I have a clip from Star Wars Rebels where Agent Kallus as Fulcrum is speaking to Zeb, so that you can hear what Agent Kallus sounds like as Fulcrum if you haven't heard that already.
The Empire has begun to deploy recon droids. These infiltrators sweep the Outer Rim worlds for rebel bases. They are extremely dangerous but can appear harmless while in protocol mode. One recently failed to report in. Be advised, if the droid remains out of contact, the Empire will come after it, and soon. Fulcrum out.
So there you go, that is what Agent Kallus sounds like as Fulcrum. It's quite a deep voice, it's quite a sort of manly voice. You can tell that that is a man and not a female. And now I'm going to play you the announcer voice from Battlefront 2's Starfighter Assault game mode. I've cut up the clips as you can only hear the announcer voice quite clearly on some of the gameplay I have, so do bear that in mind. And there is also explosions and blaster fire and all kinds of other background noises going on in these clips.
Star Destroyer done for repairs of the ship. Take out those defenses, or our bombers don't stand a chance. Keep at it. Structural failure imminent. Finish them off. One of our blockade runners is taking damage. Defend it. Star Destroyer shields remain operational. Disable those dock clamps that cut the power. We've done it. With that Star Destroyer gone, we've loosened the Empire's grip on this entire system.
So I bet on your first listen, that announcer voice for the Rebel Alliance in Battlefront 2's Starfighter Assault game mode sounds pretty close to Fulcrum, and in a lot of people's minds, that announcer voice is actually Fulcrum. Now bear in mind that this announcer voice could actually just be a placeholder voice used at Gamescom because the real announcer voice isn't actually 100% complete yet. Or this announcer voice could be the voice that we do get in the full complete game in November. We don't know if this is the official announcer voice for the Rebel Alliance in Battlefront 2, as this was a pre-alpha build of the game. Now, if you want to hear the differences between the Agent Kallus Fulcrum voice and the announcer voice in Star Wars Battlefront 2's Starfighter Assault game mode, I'm about to play you two small clips of the two voices, no visuals, over the top of each other so that you can hear them both at the same time and compare them exactly, rather than hearing one, taking a break, and then hearing the other. So here it goes.
The Empire has begun to deploy recon droids. These infiltrators sweep the Outer Rim worlds for rebel bases.
Now, as you can hear from hearing those two audio clips played over the top of each other, they are pretty similar. If anything, I'd say the Star Wars Rebels Agent Kallus Fulcrum is a little bit deeper than the Star Wars Battlefront 2 Starfighter Assault Rebel Alliance announcer, but they still are pretty close. This does makes me want it to be Fulcrum in Star Wars Battlefront 2, as I believe it would be a really cool Easter egg for Star Wars Rebels fans who do play Star Wars Battlefront 2. We do not know 100% whether or not this is Fulcrum. All we can do is hear the two clips and compare them and then judge for ourselves until one of the developers actually confirm or deny whether or not this is Fulcrum in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Let me know down in the comment section below if you think that this is Fulcrum in Star Wars Battlefront 2. If you do think it is Fulcrum, do you think it's Ahsoka or Agent Kallus? Or do you think that this is just a placeholder voice? Because the announcer voice that is going to be in the full game is not completed yet. Make sure to smash a like on this video if you have enjoyed it, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to join the Aurora Alliance and be kept up to date with all things Star Wars Battlefront 2 and other Star Wars games. Other than that, may the Force be with you.